I have gone on a couple of solo dates so far, and honestly, it is so fun. Unlike how some people perceive it to be, it's really fun, and I do want to suggest anybody who wants to try it out. So I am headed to an Orbit Mall, and I'm gonna share with you some like insights and secrets about my solo dates experiences. So stay tuned and keep watching the entire vlog. There is a crazy sale going on in H&M. A crazy one. I didn't come here to buy anything. I didn't come here with the intent to buy anything. But I am so glad that there's a sale over here. There's a sale on pretty much everything, and I'm so freaking excited. Oh my goodness. So I took a while to pick the clothes, and then I reached the billing counter. So the line is really long, and I'm gonna show you guys after I get out of here what I bought. Here it is, and I'm guilty, but it is what it is. I loved it. Like, I love what I'm buying. So the sale is like really crazy for me to hold back. So I might as well go crazy with the sale. Now I'm running out of the energy to hold all of this. I need to have something now. I'm gonna get these glasses as well because I've been wanting to get one such pair of glasses for a while, and I kept delaying it thinking that it will be a little too much for me. But today I finally decided to get myself one. It's been 5 minutes since I recorded my last to last clip. Like, actually I guess more than 5 minutes, and I'm still here. The line is too long. And this is a weekday, and generally on weekdays there's nobody at H&M, but it's because of this crazy sale that people are over here. I've sort of become an ambassador of the term solo dates. I'm literally pushing myself to film even though there's so many people around, and just speak whatever I want to. Arms are hurting so much because एक हाथ से मैं ये पकड़ी, दूसरे हाथ से मेरा heavy bag. They're really hurting. By the way, I saw this phone cover. I'm not sure if I should get it. It's like glittery phone cover, and then there's one in color. So I'm not sure which one to get. Okay, I'm finally on the other side of the line. And only one person to go. After that, I'm going to be the one getting my billing done. Wait time is sort of over. Hands are almost about there. But chalo, alhamdulillah, we've reached. I'm getting cranky. It's taking way too long to get the billing done. I am done with my shopping. I'm pretty satisfied that what I'm getting after the discount, the price that, like, because if it was without the discount, I would have gone broke. Alright, so I want to talk to you guys for some time. I have just got done shopping from H&M. Now I'm just gonna take a few pictures because my outfit is amazing. One day, inshallah, I'll be able to afford all these designer clothes. Inshallah. Not yet there, but one day, inshallah. So yeah, that's that. Okay, I love what I see in the mirror right in front of me. I really want to sit somewhere and talk about solo dates. Let's find a place where I can just be private and not have people like eavesdrop into what I want to say, because I still will not stop, but then I'll be disturbed. My focus would be elsewhere. That's why I'd rather just wanna completely focus on what I'm saying. What are solo dates? Solo dates are when a person chooses to go out on a date with themselves. And what do you do? Because like otherwise dates are haram for Muslims. What happens in a date generally, typically, the man typically should be the one spoiling a woman with like flowers, shopping, or with some good food, and just making the woman feel special, and the woman just dresses up for the man. What I do here on solo dates is I dress up for myself. I do makeup for myself a little bit. I also shop for myself. I treat myself and I make myself feel special in every moment, as though like somebody else is making me feel special. So that is how I define a solo date. Why do I take myself out on solo dates? So this started after COVID pandemic hit us in 2020, and there were too many restrictions on me, and I just felt caged for a year because I would just stay at home, and there were so many places that I wanted to go and explore. And after that time to this day, my family and we all don't happen to go out a lot. Because we're all just busy with our own things, and so sometimes I go out with my mother. So in the middle of that, I make sure that I provide myself with the right outings that I need, that the little girl in me needs, because when I was younger, my father would so lovingly take us to all these beautiful places to show us around Hyderabad, and he definitely hoped to take us abroad as well. But because now there's reasons why we're not able to go out together a lot, I make sure that I still go out and I still provide myself what my father used to, make myself feel special, because I was habituated to these things. The idea is not to live a materialistic life, it is not, but it is to just make myself happy and show myself around. Like, even if you see my Instagram, which I'll link somewhere on the screen, I literally go out in so many places where there's only nature. It's got nothing to do with buying anything for myself, or it has got a lot to do with just exploring, going out, taking fresh air. And I have suffered from anxiety for about 2-3 years now, and for people who go through anxiety, for them to sit in a room in 4 walls, because I tend to stay in my room a lot when I'm at home, is very unhealthy. They have to take themselves out, they have to have fresh air, they have to just avoid overthinking everything, because I want to avoid that for myself, because I've seen what isolation does to me a lot of the times. I take myself out and I just get distracted, and a happy mind is a busy mind. So like, I always make it a point to like take myself out anytime I just feel like bored at home, or I feel like I'm overthinking too much, or I'm not like feeling my best. I take myself out, and guess what, that works for me. We go to dargahs to offer namaz, and whenever it's the namaz time, when we're on an outing as well, I go to the dargahs by myself. I go to parks. I go to meet my old friends and neighbors, and the people that I loved and cared for. And I love to go to movies with some of my friends. So it's not like all about going out and shopping. I don't want to keep the idea just about that, but like, of course, as a girl, I also like to buy things. I like beautiful things, things that would compliment me, as much as I like to cover myself up, right? And I believe that there's no problem in spending on yourself to an extent that you look good. And I will share with you this one hadith that was said by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was telling the Sahabas that a person who has ego, even equal to the weight, pride, not ego, pride was the word I read, even to the weight of an atom, will not enter Jannah. And one of the Sahabas asked him that, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, does taking care of the way you look and your clothing also get included in pride? So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that no, Allah is beautiful and He loves beauty. Pride is when you deny the truth and look down upon others. So, to take care of the way you look and to look beautiful. Of course, the idea for a lot of Muslim women is to conceal their beauty. Wanting to look good, wanting to look presentable, beautiful is not wrong while you're all covered up, while you're putting on your hijab, while you're practicing your hijab. So my idea is just to live this life and not go on spendthrifting, as it is also not encouraged in Islam, but to here and there buy myself a few things that my inner child would like, and I would feel just a little bit happy and my day would be made, right? And I waited for many years for someone to do this for me. Like, ever since I was 16, I was like, is someone gonna do this for me? And my parents did a lot for me. I'm not denying that. But there were a lot of things that I felt were still unmet, or a lot of my needs that I still felt like, oh, I wish I bought this also. I wish I went here as well. And then I decided one fine day that why can't I just do it for myself? And then I started doing it for myself. So when you don't have anybody to hang out with, when you don't have anybody who's like taking you out, spoiling you. You do it for yourself. You don't wait for someone to come and save your life or save you. I'm also inshallah planning to upload a video titled with "No one is going to come and save your life." And with this video I'm gonna get into the details of why I think that nobody's gonna come and save your life. It's when you decide that you want to change, when Allah will change you, because Allah doesn't help those who don't help themselves. Allah will help you once you help yourself. And here's your sign also to just go out on solo dates, because it's amazing. I'm gonna say to the girls out there, Muslimas, other girls, be safe, take the safer routes, be like home by the timings that are safer as per your area. Be very alert, very, very careful of who you're trusting. And also just carry a pepper spray with you, but don't hold yourself back from living and doing things, because Islam does not restrict us from going out shopping, dressing up and looking good and feeling good about ourselves and treating ourselves right. I wanted to share my experience about having gone on solo dates in the past with you guys. I feel like it is so beautiful to go out on solo dates by yourself. Like I explained you guys why. It just makes me feel really happy. Like my inner child feels very happy. Sometimes even like when I'm out on solo dates, like I end up buying flowers for my mother and just making her happy. And making her happy makes me happy. So it's not got all to do with making me happy. But yes, primarily it's about making myself happy, right? And finding peace in myself and not wanting to get attached to anyone. And anytime I feel like, oh, I'm getting too attached to this person and I'm like behaving and acting out of my attachment with these people, then I challenge myself to go out by myself somewhere and spend and enjoy without them. And like I like to prove to myself that, hey, listen, you can enjoy without other people being with you or wanting you to enjoy. So this is this comes out of some level of rage in me, where I'm just like telling myself that you think you're attached to this person and you think that you cannot enjoy with them. Let's go out on a solo date and I'll show you exactly how we can enjoy. So I like treat myself like another person sometimes. The other day I went to a very good restaurant, a rather good restaurant in Hyderabad. And I used to go there with my family, like with my father, mother, sisters when I was younger. But this time I just went all by myself, and it's a restaurant where families generally go to eat, and I loved going there with my family when I was younger. The other day I just went by myself and I went in, and every staff member that I approached to ask something, maybe the Wi-Fi password or something, they just look at me and they'd be like, hey, first tell me how many of the members are going to be there. And I was like, well, it's just me. And they were like, they look at me like, for a few seconds they were just caught off guard. I would take them by surprise when I told them it's just me. And I would, the way I told them also, because I was just accustomed to like dating myself for so long, I was just like, oh, it's just me. And they would be like, oh, it's just you? Oh, okay, sit somewhere here. So that's how they would react. And I'd be like, okay, well, I guess these people don't know what it feels like to be on a solo date. And I'm sure they were like, how is she even going to enjoy herself when she's on a solo date? And I showed them exactly how I did it. Like I bought myself tasty virgin mojito, I ordered myself some snacks, I sat there, had my meals, enjoying myself, taking pictures, not having a care in the world about who is entering, who is leaving, who is doing what. It feels so amazing to go out on a date by yourself and to just be by yourself and to just do what you're wanting to, not what others are wanting you to. Of course, if I have my mother with me, it makes me happy to do something for her, buy something for her. When I have like a friend around, I love to be this protective elder sister with my friends, like because so I'm like that. Like I know when I'm gonna go out with my family in future, inshallah, I will also just be an amazing company to be with, because first of all, I know how to be at peace with myself. If I can be at peace with myself, I can be at peace with the other people as well. So the idea is to conquer any inner inhibitions or fears or limitations that I might have, like to take away the power of any external factor over me, like thinking as to who is gonna think what about me, what are people gonna say about me. And I do still, when I go out, I do care, like this person's looking at me, that person's looking at me, I do say that. But then the reason I still push myself is like, I don't care. I know I'm safe. I know I've recited the right surahs before getting out. I know that they might feel like this is some weirdo, but I couldn't care less. Because a lot of years of my life, I lived as a girl who cared a lot about other people. But now I just want to be a girl who just does not care. So that's that. And like even the families that were walking into the restaurant, they were just looking at me like up and down like that, because I'm sure they were like, how is this girl just by herself, what is she doing, where is her family? They were waiting maybe for someone to come and sit beside me, but then there wasn't anyone. And I felt so good just getting up, paying the bill by myself, not having any man doing it. It felt good, you know. It's not about wanting to become independent, but it's just making myself emotionally independent more than being financially independent, actually. So that's the idea. And I just want you guys to try it out for yourself as well, solo dating and just going out with yourself and by yourself, because it's one hell of an experience. And when you come at peace with yourself, trust me, it's like a victory in itself. It's like a win-win thing for you. You should even celebrate when you actually finally get comfortable with going out by yourself. You should celebrate that, oh my god, I have come at peace with myself and I couldn't care less about what others think of me, and I actually enjoy my own company. So I did some shopping. I had iced tea and some snacks later on, and after that I didn't record anything. But if you guys like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, Allah Hafiz.